All right, y'all. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to blame anybody or anything. I'm just here to talk about the truth. I mean, what's the point of having a good amount of followers if you can't just talk about something that really bothers you? And that truth is, racism's not going to end until we all take accountability for it. And one reason why we have racism today is because of slavery. Our whole lives, at least mine, being a 35-year-old man, was taught that all the pain was caused by one side. Yet everybody else was so innocent, but slavery was built by the hands of many different races and cultures. And before we all can admit that, we're never going to change anything. A little history lesson: before Europeans even came to Africa, Africa leaders and tribe kings were already raiding their villages, and they were all like stealing all the goods. They were killing people. They were taking prisoners. They were taking men, women, and children, and they were selling them to different religions, countries, races. And before they even did business at all with the European traders, they were selling their own people to the Arab traders for thousands of years for weapons, tools, anything like that they could get off of them. After pillaging their villages, these poor people that just lived everyday normal lives, and they got taken and ripped out of their home by their own people. And of course, the worst part happened, and the most talked about part in history: the Europeans came along and wanted to do business. Now, the Europeans were the ones that built the boats. They brought them to America. They poorly treated these poor people. They didn't pay them, of course. We know the history on that, and I don't think a lot of people want to get reminded about that history. A lot of us wish that part would just be erased. The whole slave trade, we wish would just be erased, but it wasn't. And I strongly do believe today that slavery shaped the foundation of racism in America. I mean, racism is the worst in America than it is in any other country, and I strongly believe it's because of people's views on slavery. But be honest, the problem's not racism. The problem's not the color of our skin or anything like that. The problem is our media, and it's the government, and it's what's being taught to our children and what's been taught to us since we were younger, that this is how we're supposed to believe that history unfolded, and that we should just blame one race for a situation, a very, very horrific situation that really should have never occurred, but a lot of hands were involved in it, and we don't have enough people that take accountability for it. But I'm not the enemy. You're not my enemy. Our enemy is the one that is making us believe all this stuff. The media, the government, everything that is forced down our throats to watch. Even when we have what we believe to be such freedom on social media platforms.